What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello, Nitesh. Quite a feisty fight at the moment. Quite a feisty fight they're giving Kairat Almaty. Hey, JK. Are people rich in Goa? Probably not. No. Rich is a relative term, I suppose. Were you talking to Ruben Amaram changes formation and tactics? Why would I do that, dude? I know it's not going to happen, Savvy Boy. Why would I do that? Why would I waste my own time knowing it's not going to happen? I was listening to something without. They are better than what I expected, Kairat. I mean, at least they're putting up a fight there. It's only 3 minutes, obviously 4 minutes, but you know, from Goa, probably I am Jugal. I am, I am. Come on, bro. This is looking way more competitive than I thought. Fran Garcia playing. Nathan Trophy Chore hasn't given the trophy back. Wait, what are you talking about, Trophy Chore? Please don't give me any raw spoilers. I haven't seen it yet. Vincenzus? Oh, what a shit pass that was, man. Come on. Richer than other states per capita, according to official. That doesn't mean anything, though, because a lot of people aren't even from Goa here originally. Most of the Goans have left. A lot of outsiders have come here, lived here. They are contributing to the GDP with their money because it's more cheaper to live here and start businesses here. So that doesn't necessarily mean Goa itself is doing well. Why Real Madrid carried the main squad? Bro, the last time they played Sheriff, they lost Jugal. So let's not pretend like they can't lose the game. They lost to a team called Sheriff that didn't even have a country. That's a fun fact, by the way. I'm not making up stuff. Sheriff actually is not located in any country, any league or country. Some weird thing it was. Aditya can clarify with me. They lost to Sheriff once. They should take them seriously. That's all I'll say. I mean, they cannot if they don't want to, but I would take them seriously because it's easy 3 points. It's a group stage. We're going to play 8 games. You take the points, bro. You take the points because of agreement with UEFA. That's interesting. Mohsin Nakvi. Okay. Cross comes in. Oh man, he hit the Kairat player volley. Where they left? They left many years, many. They're currently still leaving. Nitish, they always leave. A lot of people moving out. Will the match be worth watching? I mean, listen, man, it's an early match. I didn't want to do a late match, especially for my sleep schedule. Otherwise, I would have done it. I have no problem. Anyway, we're going to do PSG Barcelona. I did the early one because the early one was decent. Also, I've not seen Real Madrid play this year so far. So I said, why not? Yeah, it's better than 1 o'clock watching a La Liga match, isn't it? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I would prefer doing this, but also I just get to watch Real Madrid play. I mean, not really going to watch La Liga in and out, am I? So, oh, Fran Garcia with a steal there. Man, why does it feel like the players are running in slow motion? That's crazy, right? Whoever living in Goa is considered as people of Goa. Sorry, dude. That's not really how life works, but if you insist. And also, I just answered your question. I said people from outside of Goa come here and live, and they bring their money here. So it is deceiving. That's just a fact. It's not a debate. If you ask the locals here, they'll tell you the same thing. Isham is saying Champions League United के बिना सुना सुना लगता है ना. Well, honestly, Isham, I'm just you know what, Isham, based on how we are currently playing, if I'm being completely honest with you, I wouldn't even want to be in the Champions League. The cartel, there's a drug cartel in India, bro, everywhere. There's a drug cartel literally everywhere. Tank top Nathan's back. No, bro. Tank top Nathan is a common occurrence depending on the rotation of my clothes. I don't know if I'm back or not. I'm quite regular actually, and it's way too hot to be dressed up in a shirt. Dude. Sorry. Or I mean in a t-shirt. It's way too hot. Unfortunately, it rained the whole day yesterday and yesterday night, and it's still hot. No difference whatsoever. That's just sad, but it's true. It's going to get really hot soon. I'm good, Pratham. How have you been? Detoxing from not watching United, hopefully. Another new week, another new L loading for United. Sunderland? Can't lie. Very possible. All that's missing is a good old beer, Nathan. I actually don't drink beer, funny enough. I actually barely drink, funny, really. I'm more of a social drinker, if there's a choice. Then he shamelessly came and stood and say India refused to collect the presentation, went on for 1 hour, and then all they left, then the Indian team celebrate. Fair enough. Fair enough. Got it. Trophy chore. Chore took trophy as well as medals. Was famous for that. I haven't heard a drug cartel in Jaipur, but I heard a lot of things about Goa. I heard it's easy to get drugs in Goa. Is it true? I'm not aware of it. Suppose it depends on who you know. I'm not aware if it's easy or not. And bro, just because you've not heard of a cartel in Jaipur, don't think there isn't one. You'd be very foolish to think so. It goes through the whole country, my friend. You think there is only drugs in one part of America? It's everywhere. And if they don't, and you have to also realize something. Just because it's easy to get here, doesn't mean it's not going to be where you are. They'll just take it there some other way. Funny thing is, when runners up got the award, he made the winning team fireworks squad. It's okay, dude. Let them, you know, for Pakistan, yeah. They only catch L's when it comes to India. You know. नितिन ये बताओ डालो को इंटरनेशनल में आर भी उसको चांस नहीं मिल रहा है उसके जगह पे जॉ नेवेस खेल रहे हैं हम डालो को क्यों स्टार्टिंग और क्यों खिला रहे हैं हम बहुत गुस्सा है आ रहा है उसके जगह हम अकेडमी प्लेयर्स नहीं I assume you're just saying we can't put academy players in. Um, that's actually a very simple answer, Akash. The answer is up until Ten Hag, he was actually getting played at right back. The problem is they are playing wing backs and Portugal doesn't play wingers. So they don't want Diego Dallo because Diego Dallo's not been playing good at right wing back. They're taking him on form. When Ten Hag was playing him, he was in the Portuguese team, wasn't he? Bro, I'm telling you, Akash, I get it. I'm not defending Diego Dallo. I have no interest in defending most of these players. But I'm telling you, this man has not improved anybody. That though you can't deny. It doesn't matter if you're Amorim in, Amorim out, whatever your thoughts are on Amorim, this man has improved nobody. Matheus Cunha gave the interview. Oh crap. That looks bad there. Yo, relax, bro. He's lying down and he's pointing at his ankle. That's weird, man. Come on. Don't overdo it. That's so strange. He's screaming and pointing at the ref and holding his ankle. Oh, come on, bro. That's well, they don't tackle odd in Kazakhstan. Get up, man. Bloody embarrassing that he's just rolling around like a fool. Um, so Sam Mather apparently was in the starting. Sorry, was playing with the main team before the game. I don't know if you know that or not, Akash. Sam Mather, I guess, is the right back, right wing back, whatever you want to call. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Cooking time. Vincenzus. He dinks it, but he's a poput. He's a bloody poput. Bro, what do you think this is, man? You think this is amateur football? Absolute joke. Absolute joke that was. These people think they can just run through these players. Just because, look at that, man. That was lazy by Vinicius. Absolutely lazy by Vinicius, man. Oh my god. Look at him. He could have even taken the ball a little bit forward. He could have used his left foot. Look at him. You asshole. What an bro. This is the problem no with football players these days. They spend all their time trying to be cute, no, instead of actually scoring a goal. They just spend all their time trying to do this nonsense. He could have easily taken that on the left. Easy. But he tried to act funny there. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Um yeah, Akash, it's really simple. He's not improved anybody. Diego Dallo was definitely in the team when Ten Hag was there, which was about 10 months ago, 11 months ago, whatever, how many other months ago. Um, Diego Dallo cannot play right wing back, like neither can Ahmad or Mazraoui. Definitely not for a full season. Um, we bought San Mather to train. He doesn't even take him on the bus. Why is that a problem? Because he put two goalkeepers in the substitute lineup for Brentford. Two goalkeepers. So we had three goalkeepers come with us to Brentford. He could have at least put Mather on the bench. There's many times he's put Fredrickson on the bench and not used him. There was many times before we ever started Fredrickson, he put him on the bench. Could have done the same for Mather. Give him some confidence. No. By the way, Akash, funny enough, since you're talking about the youth academy, they have the Victor Musa and Chiro Obi Martin are training with the first team ahead of Sunderland. What does that mean? Nothing. That means nothing because we both know he's not going to do anything. So I don't know, man. You tell me. You tell me. Why is he not playing anybody? I've been trying to tell people. I've been trying to tell people there is no option. That is why he plays. That's why he plays Dallo there. Bro, have you watched Bastards of Bollywood? I have not, Mridul, but I've heard it's good. I have not. It'll probably be on the list at some point of time. Maybe next week I'll start. But yes, this just came across my mind. If removes his stubbornness and plays Lamans play a proper midfield two and a back three of Delict, Yoro, Mazraoui, can we escape through get new managers for a new season? We could do that, Pratham, but the problem is he's not going to do that because he's just not going to do that. See, whatever you think about the players, Pratham, he just doesn't want to do it. Even if the players were ready, he doesn't want to do it. When we had a fully fit squad except Martinez, he still played Bruno in the midfield. He still picked Shaw at left centre back. He still picked Maguire as centre back. So these hypotheticals, I don't know why it just came across your mind, dude, because he's just not going to do it. Special one returns to. Yes, I saw him give a hug to some lady he's known from the time he was there the first time. Some lady named Teresa or something. That was sweet. Trophy Mourinho's back, baby. Cut back! Oh, what are these people doing, dude? They're playing with their food here, Real Madrid. Really. I once had your local alcohol. I forgot the name. My friend bought it for me. It was tight, not gonna lie. Fanny, you're talking about. Cashew Fanny. Yeah. It's nice. It's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. Today in general meeting, BCCI called him out, and now BCCI will pull out official complaint about him. BCCI told him to hand over the trophy. He said now the place to talk to me. Okay. Most funny part is I stood there for 1 hour like a cartoon. He called himself a cartoon and now wants Sky to come and take the trophy from Dubai. This is the problem now with doing stuff with these people, man. We shouldn't have even honestly, now that it's over with, I can say it, man. But we shouldn't have. We shouldn't have even gone to this thing. Honestly, shouldn't even have participated in it. But we won the whole thing now, so who cares? But yeah. I might want Raghav and Coca. I asked him about the profitable. He said Punjab most. Yeah, Punjab unfortunately has a serious issue, man. I think it's heroin. I saw it in the news. It's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. But yeah, I think it has something to possibly do with the waterways. I don't know why, but I feel that uh, that is one method. Hey defective, hello rhythm, hello Mohammed. Hey destroyer. Oh, everyone's loading in now. Hey Jensen. Dallo is not world class, not giving input, and why is he giving chance to play? I feel like in Portugal, right back João Neves would have given a chance. Menu is just joke. Yeah. Also, another thing. I know it's not relevant because we're talking about Dallo, but João Neves has actually played right back for PSG too. But yeah. Also, Ruben Amorim picked him as his part of the leadership group. I think that people say you shouldn't blame the manager, but the manager makes these calls. So I don't know who you will blame. Hello, Biku. Pakistan hockey team boycotted Hockey Asia Cup. Good for them, man. Good for them. Good for them. Hey, Troy. Oh, Troy, I don't know if I asked. Where are you watching from? We're doing a little survey on where everybody's watching from the other day, so that's why I forgot to ask. That too before Cricket Asia Cup. I mean, quite honestly. Yeah. There's something said to Abhishek Sharma and few other players. We can't say even the luck said it's even caught on the mic. The keeper says this isn't Mumbai, this is IPL. This isn't IPL. Well, you know what, dude? They could say whatever they want, but they still lost. Anybody can talk that shit. You still have to win the game. Few funny Pakistan ex-cricketers were talking ICC should suspend BCCI or ban from Asia. Don't these guys know money comes from? They obviously know, or they obviously don't know. Either way, they also know it's not going to happen. They're just trying to get clicks. The sport will be broke without the BCCI. We saw what happened in the Americas when they wanted to do the World Cup there. Even India couldn't fill those stadiums, bro. Respectfully, even if India can't fill a stadium in your country to watch cricket, it's not looking good, bro. Let's just put it like that. Madrid should buy Dallo. United's wasting his potential. Heroin is not a serious issue. If it was, I mean, they do allow Dallo to play regular PL match. I'm from good old India. Mangalore specific. Oh, you're my neighbor, Troy. Lovely. Good old India. You have a cottage or house and go out to rent people? I don't have, dude. But if I could recommend you, Akash, I'd tell you this, which is what I tell everybody. If you're coming with people, rent a house on Airbnb. If you're coming with friends, split it up. Yes, it can be expensive, but if you split it up with enough friends, it will become worth it. Or if you're coming with different family members. Airbnb closest to the area you want to be at for as many things as you possibly want to do and see. Try to rent in that area. So even if possible, when you don't have a bike or a car, you can still walk everywhere. Because many things in Goa are spread out a lot. So if you don't know how to drive, it's a bit of a problem. So it's really best to Airbnb in a good centrally located area so you can do stuff even if you don't want to drive. Funny thing, when they got the run out check, the guy captain threw away the check. Still gonna get the yeah. Obviously, dude. They lost 3 times to us. They thought they were gonna come here. They thought they were gonna talk shit. They thought they were going to make inappropriate sell. Oh, penalty, penalty. Franco Mastantu, oh no. The keeper did get hammered, to be fair, but it's still a foul. Wonderful. They're doing some stuff now. It took them a few minutes, 24 minutes. Yo, that keeper looks like he's been shook, dude. Let's see that again. Great touch. That terror. I mean, what is that defender doing? Where is that header supposed to go? He doesn't even place these. Where is that header supposed to go? Terrible. Terrible. They were defending so well too. He's really lucky he didn't go high on the knee of Mastantu Ono. He could have broken his leg there. Seriously. He's very, very lucky. He could have easily broken his leg. That was not a great angle to tackle on someone. Could hyperextend his knee. Here we go. PayPal with a penalty. Come on, bro. Don't over celebrate, you joke, man. Just relax. He's not even celebrating. Good boy. Just riling you up so you defend Dallo. I can make a clip of you as a Dallo lover. I'm not a Dallo lover, dude. I've made it very clear. I don't know how much more clearer I can say it. There is just no other option. We all know it, but we don't want to admit it. People are saying Mazraoui. Mazraoui's been injured. How many games of the season so far? He's only played one game. Has he only played one game so far or 2 games? We played 6 so far. Did he play in the Carabao Cup? I don't think so either. Like he's been injured for the season too. There is just no matter what you want to say, no matter what you want to do, the proof is there. There is just no other option. And to have fun with, if you know, bro. Listen, don't do that. Come with your partner. And just enjoy Goa, dude. I'm too old to do any of that stuff, so I wouldn't know honestly. I can give you locations where handball. It's a handball. Doesn't matter. It's a handball. Yeah. Foul or no foul, it's a handball. Yeah. Just come here and enjoy yourself. You don't with your friends and this dude. None of that's worth it, honestly. Oh, bad pass. Ooh, got that. Now we all know you about Dallo's merchandise, just like Garnacho as CR7 shot. Funny enough, I have no pieces of merchandise. That jacket you see me wear, the training jacket, my aunt gifted that to me, and my other piece of United merchandise is about 15 years old. The hoodie, it's like 15 years old. It's just I'm surprised it still looks like that. It should be totally worn down by now, but the quality was so good. I would wear that in the sun every day, every day. The fade is not even that bad, and it's like 15 years old. I think it's actually older than. Oh, Mbappe! Oh man, the defending's looking really shaky, But yeah, 15, 16 year old hoodie, just great condition. Hey, Dhruv. Dhruv, what's happening, man? Tell me what's happening in. You haven't sent me your team. You haven't told me what's going on. What are you doing? Have you qualified for champions? Champions? What was it? Foot champs? Have you? What's your team look like? Have you done? Have you been unlocking all those foundation players so you can play Gauntlet? What's happening? Give me the update. You haven't given me any update so far. I don't know if you got the Ultimate Edition or you bought it like me on Saturday, but on Friday. But tell me, I've managed to qualify for champs with absolute crap team. Oh, not playing. That's right. You did tell me. No wonder I'm not getting messages. Hey Shanks. Yeah, it's risky nowadays. Can't trust it. It's not even that, Akash. It is just better to come here with your own group of people or anywhere for that matter and just enjoy and have fun. Things get really out of hand sometimes when you're partying too much, dude. Out a day before announcing that Lucknow will give the trophy. By the way, there is no rule ACC chairman has to give the trophy. Bro, this is all set up in a way to, if we lose, it'll look bad. It's trying to make a point. They're trying to create some drama because the drama gets you clicks and the clicks get you money. Like I said, we beat them 3 times, bro. All they ended up doing was talking. Like, you know, there's levels to this game, and Pakistan is just not on that level anymore for cricket. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. I kind of know they've not been on the level forever. I've seen significantly better players play for them not even 10 years ago. I mean, the quality of football of cricket has just gone down. Not to mention with Sri Lanka, even with Sri Lanka is also all right. Do they have a couple of guys, but it's all right. Like Afghanistan's doing so well, dude. Afghanistan's doing so much better in such a small span of time too, which just goes to show you, if you stop working hard, if you stop developing the sport, if you cannot produce the talent like you once used to, it will die quickly, really quickly. So I did not watch Raw now. I'm good, Mukesh. How are you? I'm really pumped for Yote this weekend. God damn it! This might be the first time since the PS5's come out that I wish I had a PS5. Like legit, the first time since the PS5 has come out, I wish I had a PS5. You know what really bums me out, Dhruv? That I couldn't buy. That I couldn't buy the special edition. I would have recommended you to buy the special edition, Dhruv. Before you tell me how expensive it is, I am quite aware of how expensive it is. But believe me, the collector's item looks quality. Just to give you a little context, when God of War came out, and I think Assassin's Creed came out, my local Sony dealership, which is actually not local to me at all, but he's the nearest one, he didn't get, he got like a few ultimate editions in case someone buys them from him. He said, I got none for Yote. He's like, he told me, I didn't think there was any. I said, no, no, there is one. You have to go check it. And I made him check it out. And he's like, we've got none. And I told him, so when you don't get these ultimate edition quotas, I asked him, what do you have to do? He's like, you have to tell me as soon as you find out what is in the ultimate edition if you want it so I can get it. He literally told me that. He's like, if you want it, I can order it for you. But for God of War and shot on this, goalkeeper stops it. He said, you have to order it. He said he got for the other big ones. He actually did get like a couple. He got maybe two, three, in case someone wants to buy the ultimate edition, which is really expensive. And even he said, I sold those. He actually got people to sell it. Actually, when I rolled into the store, there was a guy in front of me. He literally had FC 26 PS5, And he was like, first one year. I'm like, your first one for the PS5, I'm first one for the PS4. Literally the first sales. But yeah, we are far ahead of Asian teams in cricket. Asia Cup's not worth it. They should just play in India versus Asia 11. Yeah, but they won't do that for pride purposes, will they, Shanks? Imagine the Indian cricket team saying that, bro, we'll have a war on our hands if the BCCI make a statement. But I really admire Afghanistan, man. In such a short period of time, they have become so good. It took so much longer even for Bangladesh to be, good. Afghanistan has like really risen up really fast, man. It's crazy. I talked with Football Showdown, Sujit and Arush to collab with you. I think you know who Arush is. GK, we have already collabed. We have already collabed. It's on the channel. I know who Suchit is. Yes, he's been on my channel even actually once. But yeah, no United discussion, please. What were we talking about? Okay, fair enough. I'm actually okay with not talking about United. I agree with you. I stopped watching this match like you do because it's not a cricket match and not on the level. It's better to watch games against England, Australia, South Africa, and New Zealand. Yeah, but honestly, when people were like, "Are you going to do India, Pakistan, or watch along?" I was like, "For what, dude? We're going to beat them." Now, granted, India made it a lot closer in the third game, but I mean, even after their Pakistan innings, I'm like, bro, we are going to win this game. They don't have what it takes to keep us quiet for those little runs. They don't have what it takes. Okay, we went into the last over and whatever, 10 for 3 or 20 for 3 or whatever the hell the score was. I mean, that is just our mistake. No, it was an easy score to catch up on. Is Kairat supposed to be an Asian club? Kazakh be an Asian country or something? Bro, this is one of you know what? This is a great question, Gizmo, because last time we had to play some a team from Kazakhstan as well. I forgot what the hell the name was, but I believe it was Kazakhstan only. Uh, I don't know, man. These breakaway republics of Russia are a controversial bunch. It's a controversial bunch. And I mean, I could go into the history of why it's a controversial bunch, but I think I'm going to put everyone to sleep here. So I guess it's just all Europe, all these breakaway republics of the former USSR. Gaston Cricket was basically under BCCI being post to huge political events, skyrocket post. That has been insane. Yeah. Seriously. I mean, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate how quickly they have risen up the quality. You know what? I actually thought Ireland was going to catch up because at one point of time they looked decent, but then clearly Ireland's not caught up. You know, it's one of those ones. Did you see A got sold for 55 billion and Saudi is one of the owners? Oh, come on, man. Why? Why the hell would he? Now I have to go check. Wait, no, what? I'll check this in 10 minutes. I did not know that, Dhruv. That's kind of annoying. I can't lie. Come on, man. EA Sports. Why? Dude, EA Sports headquarters in Vancouver looks so cool. I don't know if they moved to a new one, but when I saw it 10 years ago, the video of it, it's so cool. They have like gyms and they have hostel beds if you want to sleep there, you don't have to go home. They have restaurants. Like all this is inclusive if you're an EA employee in Vancouver. And I was like, bro, why do you even pay rent? Just live there. You don't even need to. I mean, okay, nobody wants to sleep on hostel like beds, but seriously, quality of food, everything. And it had swimming pools and it had saunas. And I'm like, yo, man, now we're talking. This is the kind of workplace environment I can get used to. Let me guess, was it a penalty? Yeah, it was. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. Indeed. Ghost of Yote this weekend and Battlefield for next week sorted for October. Well, dude, if you don't play like a crazy person, you might be sorted longer than that. It depends on how much you're going to binge it. Tell me something, dude. I enjoy the Battlefield and Call of Duties when they go back in time. You know when they do the World War One, the World War Two remakes. Is Battlefield that? I do not like the ones where they fly and they have jetpacks and all. I'm not really interested in that. Just out of curiosity, do they still do that or do they not do that? Totally out of subject, but what book would you suggest read for the first time for corporate one from rural India background? First time for a corporate person, one from rural India background. Bro, your background doesn't matter, my friend. All you got to do is move forward with your life. Your background can be a great advantage in many circumstances. A book, a book. I don't really read much. Um, don't really read much. I definitely don't read anything about corporate stuff. If anyone has a recommendation, though, please put it in the chat because that would be great. I can't really help you with when it comes to books, unfortunately. What is your take on Malasia rejoining the first team? I was told not to talk about United, so I'll make this quick, Shreyansh. To be expected, we cannot sell him. He's not really part of the bomb squad, apart from the fact that we don't want him here, but we can't sell him. We bought him for less than I've said it like 9 times. We have bought him for 10 million pounds on a 5-year contract. 3 years are done. We can't even get so. Even if you want to amortize, right, for FFP purposes, all we need to do, Mbappe goes over. All we need to do is sell him for over 4 million pounds. Nobody's willing to buy him for 4 million pounds. Kyrie Spor or Iseri Spor or something like that. They wanted him on loan. Bro, even Turkish clubs don't want to spend money on him. So we have to reintegrate him because Dogu's looking shaky, and Shaw apparently is not going to be played wing back even once to see if it can work or not. So let's see if we can use him. What else? I don't think anyone has a real problem with Malasia apart from the fact that he's still here, which is actually not his fault at all because nobody wants to buy him. I've been telling people for ages or as well, like if people don't want to buy your players, you can't be upset about that. They don't want to be bought. Like like for example, it's not like he tried going to Elche even. Like nobody wants Tyrell Malasia. So you can either pay him the 4 million and tell him to jog on, or you can use him. He's really cheap wages. He's not affecting any kind of wage bill. Use him. If he does well, we could get him. We could sell him off because he's going into his final year too. He'll have one more year in his contract after 2026. I believe it is a 5-year contract, and I believe this is 3 years are done. If I'm not mistaken, I believe 3 years are done. Yeah, 1 year he was at United and he missed the full year. I mean, I think it's 3 years, man. Whatever. The point is, we can't sell him. We have to use him. It's simple as that. No point. No point. Just trying out of it's a weird principle. What are you trying to prove by keeping him on the bench? You only have one left wing back. Use him. Um, Vaibhav is saying, what do you think? Who do you think becomes United manager if Ruben Amorim gets sacked? Carrick. I said Carrick when we asked when we were discussing it in detail the other day. I thought it was uh, yeah. I always thought it was going to be Carrick, man. I don't know why. Just a gut feeling, to be honest. Need to bring CB and NatWest Tri Series back. Those are bro. The NatWest series was fun, dude. What is this? Why are we playing some weird Asian bilateral, trilateral, whatever the hell they're called, bro? Come on, let's play with the big guns, dude. This is weird. It's actually, you know what? This is going to sound really egotistical, but it's not fair to play against the rest of Asia, minus Afghanistan. The rest of them are just not good enough, and like I know you have to play everybody because that's just how the setup will be every year for the cricketing schedule. But can we at least have less games of this and more games of the series we want to see? I mean, there's more money in it for everybody. Like, why would you not do that? Now, watch how impressive are Nepal getting. Yeah, I saw Mohawk's tweet on it. I mean, Nepal outclassed West Indies. Bro, West Indies' downfall is worse than Pakistan. At least the West Indies won things, dude. Champions trophies, this, that, and the other. Like the bloody West Indies has become worse than Pakistan. I mean, it's getting. Okay, granted, there was payment issues and a lot of people quit in a lot of the really good players quit when they had major financial issues, even after having success, to be fair. uh, I mean, not sustainable, is it? Like, and here we have idiots saying ban the BCCI. People have no idea how people get paid in cricket. Clearly, the West Indies have lost everything. They're probably their grassroots system itself only is finished. That's why they can't seem to produce talent like they used to. It's really bad, bro. When you lose one match to someone, that's embarrassing, right? Quote unquote. When you lose a series to that team, that's when you know you're done. Your days are done. It's wasteful match tourneys and all to play with Pakistan. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, extend the IPL, get people more money. Like, let Indian fans enjoy it. Like, there's so many ways you can do something else instead of just trying to force feed a schedule. That is not really even fair to everybody. And I know that sounds like I'm trying to be like some crazy egotistical, but I'm just being honest though. It's not fair. It's not fair to play Oman and I mean I get it, dude. Asia Cup, we get it, but it's still not fair. Like, anyway, what are your thoughts on Rude if Amram gets sacked? I'd still go Carrick here. I'll go Carrick. I mean, why should they sacked Ruud van Nistelrooy when they shouldn't have? They should have kept Ruud van Nistelrooy as one of his assistants, so he could have helped. By the way, that is one thing I don't like, Vedant, that no one mentions. He should have kept Ruud van Nistelrooy to temper the locker room. Oh, nutmeg! Cross! Oh, not cross, sorry, shot. Goes over. He tried too much again, man, Mbappe. Too much. Too much. Could have just tried to lay it off. Too much. Still 1-0. I can't believe it. 44 minutes. Um, yeah, he could have kept Rude. They just got rid of Rude. It would have been really useful for him to use someone from the management to temper these people properly. But Eric Ten Hag didn't speak to Ragnick at all to find out what's wrong with this club. It's a lot of ego, Vedant, to be honest with you. And we're suffering for it because these managers think that they're going to come in here and they're going to reshape how Manchester United is magically, instead of taking help from the people who are there, even Benny McCarthy said, like, you don't have any idea what's going on. You have to be there on the ground to see what's going on. Benny McCarthy was saying we were playing so well in practice, and then when you watch the game, we don't understand what's happening. Here we go. Kairat has the ball on last move before the half. Oh, ooh, juke and jive. That's a good one by Hoyson. Also, big ups to Mohawk for introducing me to name. Feels like talking to chill friend. Yeah, big ups to Mohawk, of course. Carrick will be there. Yeah. EA is not that good nowadays. Same FIFA game every year without any additional events or game mode. Just change the main poster. To be fair, civil beings, I don't know if you heard it or not. I was talking with Dhruv, who also is not playing now. But the gauntlet, the gauntlet's good, dude. The policy, the way the gauntlet's supposed to be played, it's really good. The idea of the gauntlet's great. World War One and World War Two card games of, yeah, man, keep it simple. No, I get it. You want everything to be fresh and new. I forgot which Call of Duty does the throwback World War games era games, because there's like three companies, right, that make a Call of Duty. They alternate every year. So I don't know if Dhruv actually answered. Oh, no, Battlefield 6 is modern warfare, not futuristic. Current weapons being used. Fine. Current weapons even is fine, dude. Then they start using jetpacks, and I'm like, come on, man, get lost with all that rubbish, dude. Please. Let's not get too crazy. Everyone's looking forward into the future all the time. It's boring. It's okay, man. It's okay. World War One, World War Two. They got a. I forgot which one does it. Forgot who does it, but yeah, that would be nice for sure. That would be nice. Those are the only Call of Duty games I bought. Funny enough. Have you completed Red Dead 2? Yes, it's a fantastic game. Feels like a real cowboy world. It does, doesn't it? Can't wait for 3 when it comes out in 20 years. विदात अब तक ट्रॉफी चोर पकड़ा नहीं. Please give early El Clasico prediction. Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Barcelona is looking frightening. I'm not going to lie. I can sit here and lie to you, but I'm not going to do that. Barcelona is looking like a problem. Barcelona looking like a problem. That's all I'll say. I think a draw, man. Just go for the draw. That Atletico Madrid loss has shaken me even, dude. And I don't even watch La Liga. It absolutely shook me to the core. Now I don't even I can't even confidently say Madrid are going to win. That's how bad I felt the loss was. Daredevil will be next character in Marvel Rivals. That's nice. I haven't played that game, but it looks fun. It's not really my style of game, but it does look fun. Read a book on politics, just observe and don't tell anything personal. Lie as much as you can. I would suggest read Chanakya Sutras, okay? All right. One of the consortium members is Jared Kushner's Trump's SIL. Oh, God. Oh, no. Seriously. You're talking about never mind. You demand that he'll return the trophy only if his needs are met. His needs 10 kilos rice, 10 kilos flour, 1 gas. Corporate life is a bitch. Yeah, I already answered you, GK. I do know. They've already been on the channel also. अब समझे हार्दिक पांड्या को क्यों लोग बोल रहे थे माइक्रो का वॉच मत खेल इनके अगर should have India, England, Australia, NatWest and CB series. That would be nice. I agree. And New Zealand, India, South Africa. This will increase ODI crowd and they should, man. Like I get it. Most people will come to like Dubai and certain places more than others, but you got to actually spread it out. Yeah. I don't listen to Nadeem Shravan, Akash. Who scored for Real Madrid? Mbappe penalty. It was a nice penalty won by Franco Mastantuono. Uh, very well won penalty, I should say. Very, 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 very smartly done. Scrap bilateral ODIs and make franchise cricket for 6 months and test for 1 month. You know what? Seriously. Can you imagine if the IPL was a 6 month schedule, bro? How much money it would churn in? Or instead of doing all this shanks, instead of playing all these needless ones, why don't we do a Champions League series? That was fun, man. Wasn't that in South Africa? That was fun. And the crowds were there too, to be fair. To be fair to South Africa, there was a lot of crowds, dude. Let's do that. Champions League cricket, dude. We'll be there. Cricket is dying. It's a sport only relevant in India and the subcontinent who are mostly poor. Yeah, but dude, at the end of the quality of it, yeah, but you know what's the funny thing about that, Julian? The places India and the places around us were actually really really good teams. We're not really good teams anymore except India. And India's never going to stop being a good team because that's just how many people they churn out every year in general. The rest of the countries have actually gone, dude. Sri Lanka and Pakistan are horrendous. And I'm not even trying to be mean. They have become horrendous. Speaking of West Indies, has become horrendous. Like the solid 10 that we had, they were good. There were solid 8 teams, and then there was Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, right? I think Bangladesh is better than Pakistan and Sri Lanka right now. Might even be better than West Indies. These used to be the two fringe teams, where they would have. You remember back in the day, Julian? It would be like a one off test series, once a year test series at home in Bangladesh or in Zimbabwe. And they used to just get hammered and they used to get hammered really badly. And then ironically, the most entertaining one would be Bangladesh versus Zimbabwe in each other's territory. Those would be the most competitive one because they had to take, they were so behind the curve in fairness to them. They weren't even accredited when we were a top 10, when we had top 10 rankings. They got test accredited later. Like, that's how long back I've been watching this cricket for. Like, they weren't even a test team. Credit to them. They've done a lot better in recent history. What is Zimbabwe doing these days? Not very good either, are they? Like, that's 4 out of the top 10 teams that in my lifetime were the top 10 teams. They've been replaced by teams like Afghanistan now. You know, there's there's less surging contenders and more failing countries at the moment. It's tough. It's really tough. I'm talking about sportsmanship there, boycott drama. Can you imagine whole crowd in UAE team waited for 1 hour late because they decided to show up late? Apart from Nepal, Zimbabwe pulls up good crowd whenever they play. You know what? Zimbabwe used to whenever I used to see the test series, Zimbabwe and Bangladesh back in the day, which used to actually be entertaining just because they were more even with each other. I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, it was Harare and Bulawayo. Bulawayo and Harare were the two grounds. I don't know if there are more grounds now. At Bulawayo Cricket Club, and they used to play there, and it used to be fun. It actually used to be fun test. I remember Heath Streak, Andy Bligno, Sean Irvine, the Flower brothers. I'm sure you've seen one of the Flowers in IPL, right? RCB is one of the Flowers. Andy Flower, I think, is a great batsman. I think he's the coach in IPL. Was it Bangalore? It's one of the teams. Grant Flower used to be middle order batsman and off spinner. Then they had Tatenda Taibu, who was the wicket keeper later on. They had Raymond Price, who was an off spinner. Man, bro. Back in the day, I used to be really into cricket. Yeah. Like I would tell you names you might not even have heard of. Now, Prosper Utsaya, Elton Chigumbura. Anyway, the point is, they used to be good. थोड़े दिन में COD में हाथ से बजूका चले. शनो 3 मैचेस टेलीकास्ट होते हैं, वरना बोलते हम तीनों जीत गए. अगर इंडिया जीते तो उनके पास ट्रॉफी कहाँ है? It was this honestly, it's going to sound really arrogant, but it was a waste of time, this tournament. But I'm sure everybody got paid, so no one's going to complain. Crazy how Madrid always ends up relying on individual brilliance despite the manager's style. When you can't score against Kairat Almighty from open play, you know. So I mean, bro, I'm not even a Real Madrid fan like that. So when I saw that chip by Vinicius, it was so lazy. He could have easily chipped properly across the goalkeeper with his left. I don't know what he was trying to do there. But you know what? It shows like they don't rate Kairat. And they've only still scored one goal. That too a penalty. That too Mastanto Ono was the one who won it. Because he kept following the ball after the defender headed it terribly. If he didn't follow through, that ball just rolls out. There are players like that, Sumit, who just let the ball go out of bounds. He was tenacious enough to win the penalty. They're clearly playing around with Kairat, and don't be surprised if they equalize and then they're really panicking to try and get these 3 points. Or just IPL start franchise all world. You could do that. Do you remember the good old days when La Liga telecast on Facebook for free, and that too at the highest quality with a good pre-show also? Bro, I remember the day when La Ligas used to be on 10 sports. But like I tell people, and some people get really mad. Nobody watches it, and that's why La Liga stopped broadcasting. People say the PL depends on good advertising. The problem with that theory is, civil beings, at least in India, I won't speak for everywhere else. They got 10 sports. 10 sports is where the Champions League plays. So, they were on 10 sports. There was just not enough people watching it. It's not nice to say, but people aren't interested. And let me tell you, civil beings, one thing about TV I've learned through some of my favorite shows getting prematurely cancelled. If people don't watch, they don't re-sign you. They don't re-sign you. It doesn't matter what stars are in the league. If people don't watch, it's not worth their money paying you to get telecast rights. It's not worth it for them. They can use that point in time and spend it on someone else. Will be willing to pay that same amount of money to telecast maybe a 1 hour time slot, not even live. So they get to put in the ads, every 10 minutes, and it's like a regular TV show. If nobody's watching, you don't get re-signed to network TV. It's simple as that. There's too much of ODI cricket. That's true. So what should the teams do? West Indies horrendous when Jensen. I mean, I am talking about. Bro, there was a Jensen. I'm genuinely not making jokes. I'm not making jokes. But there was a time when I used to go, oh man, we're going to play the West Indies, and be like, come on, man, Chandapal, Sarvan, Lara, Gale, Um, who was Marlon Samuels. They had Fidel Edwards, Tino Best. If you want to go a little further back in time, Vasbert Drakes, Mervyn Dillon, Corey Collymore. I mean, they had a real problematic team, man. Their batting lineup was a pain in the ass. They had Ridley Jacobs as the wicketkeeper, who also could bat a little bit. Like it was all a pain, dude. It was all a pain. Now, like if we play West Indies, I'm not worried, and I'm not even trying to. I'm sad. I'm not even celebrating it like that because when I think of the West Indies, I think of like, oh no, we gotta play Gale today. I'm like, Brian Lara, not feeling it, not feeling it. Even a little, no, a lot after that, they had like Tino Best, Fidel Edwards, controversial one, Kmar Roach. Um, only controversial because I remembered when he was bowling quick, people were like, "Oh man, I think he could possibly break the speed record." Like that's what I mean. Like when I mean horrendous, I mean like when if you go back 10 years in time, you're like, "Oh no, we gotta spend a month in the West Indies playing all these people." Now wouldn't be so worried. But this is the thing, man. This is the thing, and you know what, Jensen? It's nobody's fault except the West Indies Cricket Board. That's who should be blamed for why the West Indies can be horrendous sometimes. That's who I'd blame. That's who I'd blame. Honestly, that it's sad. It is sad though. Pollard and Simmons still doing the thing. Our coach is still putting in work in other nations, not just West Indies. Yeah, of course, Kieran Pollard, great, great servant to the Mumbai Indians, which I support. We love a little KP over here. Definitely, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I just meant like, you know, the cricket in the atmosphere at the moment. I mean, the cricket and the atmosphere in recent years, not just this year, obviously. The pay issues was a real bad one. Yeah, I heard Sajan movie songs, Ashki one. No, Sajan maybe I've heard of actually. If this match ends 1-0, then it's not problematic scenes for Shabi's tactics. I mean, you cannot just scrape off a thin margin win, being Madrid and playing against Almighty Kara. I don't know what you want me to tell you, dude. They should have been at least 3-0 up. They had the chances to be 3-0 up. What else can you say? I think it's just a generational gap. It's possible. Sri Lanka, Pakistan used to be heavyweights. Yeah, especially Sri Lanka, man. I mean, since we're talking about this, Jensen, like Sri Lanka used to be a mad team, dude. They used to have. Oh my God, I'm gonna show you how old I am, but I'll be honest because I'm feeling really sad. It's not that competitive anymore. Let's see. When I used to watch, it would be the captain was Marvin Atapat. I mean, I still watch obviously, but I'm talking about the good old days. The captain was Marvin Atapattu. He would open the batsman batting with Sanat Jayasuriya. Number three would be Aravinda De Silva. Um, they retired eventually, but then they obviously they had Mahela Jayawardene, they had Kumar Sangakkara, they had Tilakaratne Dilshan, they had Tilan Samaravira. Of the bowling lineup, let's not talk about. They had Nuvan Zoisa, they had obviously Chaminda Vas, can't forget Mutaya Muralidharan. Who was the keeper? I forgot who the keeper was. Wasn't he a Dilshan? Wasn't he Dilshant? I forgot who the keeper was. Bro, the Sri Lankan team also used to be such a problem back in the day, man. Obviously, later on, they had other good bowling people like, what's it, Nuvan Kulasekara and Ajanta Mendes, obviously, who became quite the eye catcher when he first came onto the scene with his mystery deliveries, spin. Yeah, bro. Sri Lanka are not doing so good either, are they? It's a great point there by Julian. I never really thought about it like that. You're very old, right? Tell me to watch Kenya play the cricket. How were they, bro? When Kenya played, I genuinely thought we were gonna hammer them because obviously we played them in the 2003 World Cup. But no offense, but Thomas Adoyo was quite a decent bowler. I mean, I didn't get to see much of him because back then they never showed other cricket. Then there were two Abuyas. One was Collins Abuya, who was a spinner, And I think they were like the Abuya brothers. And they were all right, man. They were all right. It was a completely alien concept. Like, we didn't know what to expect. They were all right, but again, it's about the consistency, right? It's about trying to get that accreditation of being a top 10 team, especially back then. So you can get into the, what do you call it, the cricketing schedule. You can have more games, right? That was the issue with Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, right? They had to wait to get to a certain level so then they could be more reliable source of being part of the cricketing schedule. So yeah, they were all right, man. They were all right. I mean, like, you can't expect anything from a team like Kenya, because who knows how many years they played. Oh, come on. What is that? That guy just dived. Vinicius is not happy. I like how that guy's smiling knowing he dived. Brilliant. Bangladesh always produces batsmen with horrible temperament, always defensive, good bowlers. I mean, Mohammad Ashraful. Uh, Mohammad Ashraful. Not Mohammad Ashraful was a batsman. No, Mohammad Rafiq. Great batsman. Habibul Bashar was very good. In a side that was very bad. Habibul Bashar was very good. He was the captain, I mean, for a while. 96 winner, that is under, I believe you're talking about Sri Lanka. 96 winner when Arjuna Ranatunga was the captain, right? 2003 semi-finals, 2007, 2011 finals, 2015 now they can't be in the top six. It's tough, man. It's tough. Hey, Clueless Noob, it's been a while. Love the picture. Flower Brothers were deadly. Manchester United created the most XG in the Premier League this season. Crazy, bro. It doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. Remember Douglas Hondo? He always used to take wickets. I do remember Douglas Hondo, that's right. Do you play Valorant? There was a time when I got addicted to the game too much. It gave me stress and then I left it. Good call, my friend. It was a good call. Oh, that's a nasty foul on Mastanto. Oh no. It was a good call. If you're not playing it for fun, but stop playing it. You know what I would recommend, Civil Beings? Always play a story mode game or a sports game, because you won't get addicted to it like that. Especially a story mode game, it will eventually end and you will eventually stop playing. That's just the design of the game, isn't it? Which is good. People cry when India, Australia, England make a lot of money and are good. They all have good cricket system. Exactly. True. African countries used to play as well. Kenya made a semi-final. Namibia made it. Namibia has made it to a couple of World Cups, I believe. They made a semi-final World Cup in 2003. Now they're all gone as well. Windies, they've been long gone. The sport has failed globally. Yeah, unfortunately, it just doesn't have that pull. I didn't even know this, but apparently Chile has a cricket team. How fun is that? They must have really good endurance with all that. I mean, I suppose it depends on where they're playing, but yeah. I didn't. I saw it recently. I don't even know where I saw it. I think I saw it on SofaScore with their cricket side section. I think Chile has a team. Yeah, but Kenya was really good. I mean, there's just no expectation, right? Back then. Isn't Kenyan ban or is the ban? Yeah, but well, even if they're not banned, dude, there's no way they have sustained over 22 years. Jayasuriya, Sanka, Mahela, Dilshan, Murli, Malinga, so many legends, but now look at that team. It's tough. Joking about the West Indies, by the way, I know we've fallen off. Horrendous is just a word that hurts. Bro, believe me. I mean, maybe it's a little hard to believe, but it bums me out just as much as you do, dude. Because when we go there, when they come here, we go, oh, okay, we are gonna be in for some fun. It's not controversial. There's no sledging. Nobody's insulting anybody's mom or anything like that. Whatever weirdness they do, because back then there were no speakers everywhere, so you couldn't hear what they say to each other. But in terms of entertainment, that's what I'm talking about. Believe me, it hurts me to just as much as it hurts you. Basically, Jensen, I'm sure you've been paying attention. We are basically complaining about we shouldn't have played the Asia Cup. About 15 years ago, the Asia Cup would give us stress because we don't want to lose to Pakistan. We don't want to lose to Sri Lanka. And we sure as hell don't want to lose to Bangladesh. right? Because that's how much stress would be on the cricketers if we did. Today we are like, man, we shouldn't even have watched the tournament. Just imagine in a small gap of time to go from, man, we can't afford to lose to these people, to we are going to run these people over, and there's no point playing this tournament. It looks good for us because we have maintained a quality, but in reality it's just sad because places we look forward to playing because of rivalry is just dead. It's really sad, if that makes sense. I should be happy because there's less threats to whenever you're playing a game, but no fun, man. It's no fun if everybody sucks. Goal. I was that a goal? No, 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 no. Shut up. Don't do that. Don't do the chippy thing, dude. Come on. Vinicius just missed one. Yeah, look, this guy actually celebrated this goal. Oh. Okay. Let's see it again. Long ball. In fairness to Kairat, they were attacking, man. They were attacking. Overcommitted. Maybe they overcommitted a little too early. Just a little too early to commit, don't you think, in the game? When he plays really good when he tries but goes vice versa otherwise, yeah. EPL has a good fan base for all teams, at least for the top six, but in La Liga, just Madrid or Barca. I mean, I've seen a couple of Atletico Madrid fans here and there. I don't know what the availability is in general, dude. Are there sports bars? Are there screenings? It's really difficult to tell. Yeah, okay. Mbappe did it way better than Vinicius. Whatever Vinicius was trying to do, that was terrible. The celebration was a little whatever, man. You're winning. Good for you. Okay. Now they've got 2 goals. They should at least get another 2 more. I think I'm being reasonable here. That second goal was surprisingly easy for them after the first half. They're not bad, they just became shit, unfortunately. Only 2 teams have a global audience, Madrid and Barca. Do you know how now Amazon Prime demands extra money to go ad free, that to even the amount which you have already paid to get the Prime membership? They just stop this money making business. Bro, they'll never do it, dude. I'll tell you one thing. The sad part of having these apps now, no, is that they're just going to make you watch ads on the apps. So the whole point of getting these apps and getting ad-free content is going to go completely down the window. Kalupa, Mahendra Nagamuto, Ricardo Powell. Ooh, that's a blast from the past. Ricardo Powell. I like that. Ricardo Powell. My God, I haven't heard that name in a while. Pedro Collins. Oh, yeah, yeah. Bravo brothers, Dwayne and Darren, of course. Dinesh Ramdin. That's it. Ravi Rampal. That is Rampal, I should say. Sunil Narayan. Sunil Narayan still playing though. I mean, questionable why he doesn't. There are theories as to why he doesn't play for the national team, but he's still playing. He did quite well this time, I think, also with the bat especially. I already predicted one penalty for Spen Mbappe, my goat. No, I get you completely. Our team standards have dropped while others have. It's not even that though, Johnson. I'm pretty sure it's also has to do with the pay. The pay effect. The pay thing has unfortunately ever since that moment in time, it's affected the West Indies. Ever since they had a pay issue and they went on strike, and some people just straight out retired. I'm like, bro, this makes no sense. I'm getting paid better playing IPL and playing for Essex or whatever in England. Why would I do this? You want us to represent the country, but you don't want to pay us for it. Like we got people to feed, man. Got people to feed. Mastantu Ono. Oh, nutmeg. Ooh, Mastantu Onos look really good today. I just think talent-wise, you have to wait for some of the younger players to develop. Yeah, probably. It could be one of those things where you have to wait for a bit to get a new batch. Salah and Isaac benched. I feel like the teams that some of these teams have been quite relaxed about the Champions League. I like that. I like that. I find it interesting. That's why on the halfway line, Arad. Why? That's so stupid. Pointless yellow card. Still, I feel Sri Lanka could be good. Recently, they took India to super overs. Nisanka scored essentially. Bowling is good. They have Patirana. Oh, they have Patirana Saranga. That's right. Oh, they have Tikshana. That's right. Yeah, but bro, I mean, I'm talking about there used to be a good attempt by Kairat. I know my team. Okay, but why they're taking a break? Civil beings. They must think they can do it without them. I used to see the West Indies team at my uncle and auntie's house for Christmas, so I know what you mean. Early 2000, that team had aura like I'd never experienced. The West Indies were a problem. I watched Brian Lara's 400 runs innings. I mean, I watched it in spurts because I was super young, but I watched it. Also, the time difference doesn't help. I had to go to school and stuff, but yeah, Brian Lara was class. Seriously, Brian Lara was class. Brian Charles Lara. Cricket fell off, to be honest. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's what Julian's saying. Pretty much. Cricket's fallen off. It's not really a country's fault per se. It can be the demand. It can be the infrastructure has dwindled. It can be money is not in it. It can be many reasons. Yes. So watch Canada. There's some good players. Steve Decolo, Suji brothers. One or two Indian. Or there were Indian. Bro, there were Indian players in all the African teams. There are Indian players in Namibia. There were Indian players in. There weren't Indian players in Zimbabwe, to be fair. Not that I can remember any, actually. There were Indian and Pakistani players in South Africa, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. But Hong Kong, United Arab Emirates, in Oman has Indian players in their team. Canada, America. That's how many people we've got, dude. We got Indian players playing for other people's countries because they get citizenship. Oh, Stappen. Oh, you fool! Oh my God. See, this is what I'm saying. They're taking it for granted the way they're playing, man. That's so frustrating. You know what? I would seriously hook off Vinicius. Well, it's not Vinicius' fault. I would seriously hook off Mbappe just for fooling around, dude. What is that? He's so off from so close on the ground too. Nah. In those cases, it's better that he hits it to the goal, somewhat in front of the goalkeeper, and they save it. At least you can go, wow, fantastic save by the goalkeeper. When you miss it completely like that, it's just pointless. Terrible. Onslaught. La, 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 la. I assume that's what he's doing there, Arav. Yeah, पहली बार साजन के आंखों में प्यार. This was song of Salman and Sanjay Dutt, Madhuri Dixit cast of Sajan movie. Probably have actually seen that movie. I just can't remember. Taking Benfica for granted, they might shock Liverpool. No, wait. Benfica is not playing Liverpool. Benfica is playing Chelsea. Who's playing Liverpool? That's a great question. Maybe there's a reason Liverpool is relaxing. Who's Liverpool playing? Liverpool is playing Galatasaray. Let's see. I mean, they can always bring them off the bench, can't they? So it's fine. Garnacho hate watch for what, dude? It's not worth it, man. We've got rid of him. We've got the money. We move on. Don't spend your late nights doing this, dude. Watch a nice movie, relax, have some tea. Who cares? We're not in the tournament anyway. It doesn't matter. It's Galatasaray. He's being more serious. Salah has had a slow start. To be fair, Salah has not done very well, has he? Oh, here we go. 2-on-2. What a shit. What's happening here? I mean, this is really disappointing. What was that cross by Mbappe? No, man. They're genuinely playing around with these people. They are. That cross was so lazy. There was no pace even on it. They're genuinely just taking advantage of this team. Bro, be respectful, man. They might not be good, but what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Seriously. You're right. Mohammad Ashraful and Shakib Al Hassan. Galatasaray to और भी खतरनाक है. That too at their home. They haven't apparently lot won in Galatasaray for some many years or something. Ignore my chat. I asked you about your crush and girlfriend. What age you may? My crush. I don't have a crush, bro. Girlfriend. 19, dude. Yeah, 19. I'm good, Ashish. How are you? You missed a banger of a discussion yesterday. The check-in show. We didn't do any check-ins. We only spoke about United for 1.5 hours in the end. The fact that almost 50% Mbappe goals this season are penalties. I'm pretty sure he scored a bunch of penalties in the first season too, so it's believable. T20 World Cups in February next year. Countries from Europe, America, Africa all playing qualifiers, and one of them are coming to India after they have qualified is Italy. It's going to be a bloodbath, unfortunately. But yeah, this ain't football, dude. I feel we'll be more competitive in football than they'd be competitive in cricket, funny enough. Ben Stokes usually get bashed by the people, but after that performance, everything changed. Yep. You in struggling theatre actress unless you're hired to lead the Baluch. What? What is this? Oh, save! Ooh, that was a nice save, actually. That was a nice save there by the keeper. ऐसा चलता रहे तो Mbappe will surely win penalty there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Cross. Is it a good one? It's a decent one. Cut back Mbappe. Mastan to Ono. Oh. Join your stream just for casual live talks. I found you have the ability to talk. Other streamers just about football, football. Well, I mean, I don't mind talking about football too. I don't mind going wherever the chat goes, really. Ideally, I should be talking only about football just because that is the channel. But if people ask questions, I don't mind answering them. Actually, chill streams are really good for that, which we will do after the Liverpool game. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. The goalkeeper definitely, bro, the goalkeeper's taken a bit of a hammering today. I can't lie. He's taken a bit of a hammering. He's taken a bit of a hammering today. Real Madrid issues with centre back never ends. They might need an 8 in a season for sure. Who do you think is a bigger club, FC Barcelona, or Manchester United? Well, it depends on who you ask, Jagal. Like, are we only talking about? Are we only talking about? See, that's a really tough question because if overall, overall, I would like to think Manchester United, but like in recent history, you'd have to go Barcelona. Sometimes I wonder, I wish I could remember a time when what Barcelona looked like without Messi and Ronaldinho. That would have been an easier way to answer your question. The thing is, I don't know. I can't really answer it. But honestly, I would put them in par, dude. I would put them all in a top 10 ranking. Who's the bigger club? See, I'll always have my bias. It's not really good to ask me. If people just go by Champions Leagues, then bro, we won Champions Leagues before Barcelona did. Like, they have more than us. That it's tough, man. It depends on what you ask. Number of league titles, like what? How are we talking about it? Like, it's really it can even be controversial. For me, it's like I am a United fan. I will always think my club is the best in the world, bro. If I supported Swansea and said my club's the best in the world, I'd be like, cool. Like because I have a friend. He does this. He loves Swansea, dude. He loves Swansea, and to him, Swansea is the best club in the world. He fell in love with Swansea Football Club. Like, who am I to tell him his club's not the best club in the world? So, like, what? So, when you say bigger club, I'll always think my club is bigger, but that doesn't mean I don't think Barcelona is a big club. It's a tough question to ask because then it becomes like a pride thing, and then they talk about like Ballon d'Or winners, which we have seen just last week is just fraud. It's just fraud on a fraudless level now. Like the level of fraud in this in this competition now is a joke. Like Rafinha is below Lamine Yamal. Like what Vitinha, Pedri is 11, and Cole Palmer is better than Harry Kane, and I'm like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, this is what I'm saying. It becomes one of those things where it's just an opinion. It doesn't matter what I say. I could say Barcelona is a bigger club, and then there'll be 90 people saying United's a bigger club. For me, I think if you want to go by metrics and universal notoriety, I think Manchester United is bigger. Still, even though we have been horrible for the last 10 years. I mean, there are teams just catching up with us in terms of revenue and fan base and all these things now because we have been so bad for 13 years. Can you imagine if we continue that Fergie momentum into the next 13 years? We would rival Real Madrid in everything. But unfortunately, we have not. Fortunately, we have had very, very tough times. And that is part of football. And you can't do anything about it. There was a time when Real Madrid went 30 years without a European title, 11 years without a league title, or whatever. You know, Liverpool's got two titles in whatever 4 years. They didn't have what? That's a penalty. Yeah, boy, that is a penalty. Clean penalty. Uh, Liverpool had zero Premier League titles. 30 years later, they've got whatever two. So you know, it's what it is. This Kairat striker Satpayev is already signed by Chelsea. Is that a fact, Pranjay? Fun fact there. Remember that for next year. He's got like a Quenda deal, is it? Okay, that Kairat goalkeeper was on his knees. I'm not sure what's happening. He did get a beating already though, so maybe he's feeling it. Very nicely won. Ceballos with a lazy leg out. Couldn't stop himself. Didn't want to slide. Trailing leg. Clean pen. He had more pressure and more man beside him though. Yeah. No. I mean, I don't know what Mbappe was trying to do there, man. It's terrible. Perez might have an idea of signing 10 defenders because their defenders get injured every season. It's a little bit unlucky, isn't it? They sign good quality players, they get injured though. We'll take Xavi Hernandez as a coach. Bro, I don't even want to say hammer him out, but like I said, he's just going to sack himself. It's just a matter of time. It's going to be irrelevant, all of our opinions. I take Xavi as a coach. If he's free and he's willing to do the interim job for 6 months to see how it is, I'm in. Wait, what? Varchek? This is going to be interesting. Dallo easily walk into this Kairat team, simply the best. Oh, that's a good one. Cable and Wireless series in West Indies, that Bob Marley song, they were good old days. Oh, Cable and Wireless Test series. My God. Some of the names of the Test series only become iconic, don't they? Remember Australia's won the VB series or the 3 series? ऐसे अगर बारसा के सामने करेंगे ये तो इनकी फील्डिंग सेट है सीरियसली ब्रो लाइक इफ दे प्ले लाइक दिस दे आर गोना गेट हैमर्ड बाय बार्सिलोना व्हाट नॉट अ पेनल्टी वाओ look like a pen to me fair little off there Indian and engineers are all over the world doing every stuff possible. Remember, Galatasaray was united with Ona. No, don't talk about that, man. We don't talk about that, Pranjay. Where the ball goes under him from a free kick, a direct free kick. No. Pro bashing Vinny's miss. Now Mbappe did this. Italy qualified for the ICC World Cup before FIFA World Cup. Ouchie. That was a good and bad burn, Nitish. GTA 6 World Cup in the span of 1 month. 2026 summer will be peak. Life is great. Bro, are we actually going to get GTA 6 though? Just see. Just don't get your hopes up, dude. We have seen this before. That was supposed to come out in 2024. How come you don't have crush name? We have seen natural beauties without silicone and plastic. I mean, listen, man, it's not about that. It's too old to have a crush, bro. Too old to have a crush. Now you're either interested in people or not. Simple as that. People still defending Ruben Amorim like their life depends. I see, dude. I feel sad because you know what? They don't want to do the whole higher and fire, higher and fire, higher and fire every time. The time duration's going faster and faster at this rate. I understand. I feel bad for them, dude. I appreciate their positivity, but we both know he's going to pick Bruno and Ugarte, and then those people are going to get sad, and then they're going to be positive, and they're going to say, okay, let's at least see how the game goes. We could still win, and then if we win, they'll be like, yeah, man, we have to just keep backing the manager. See, it can work, and then next week we'll go to Liverpool and get hammered, and then everyone will be sad again. It's just better to temper expectations, dude. If people want to back him, let them back him, yeah, Siddhant. But we know it's not going anywhere. It's sad because we wanted to go somewhere, but it's not. What can you do? Great defensive work there by the Kairat defender. 2-on-1. Very smart move to pass that to Mbappe. That was a great touch there. I don't know who that was, but that was a great touch. Was it? Oh, it was Rodrigo. It was a great touch there. Great flick. Did you expect Milan to be top of the table? They beat Napoli yesterday. I did not, but it was a good win. It was a good win. Tight game. Milan got a red card even, didn't they? 57 minutes. Good for them, man. Could be a resurgence. Why do United legends turn pundits always hold a disdain against us? Sure, United's bad, but please sugarcoat it. I can't take harsh truths. Troy, did you hear Rooney? Did you hear his voice? He really didn't want to say what he had to say, but he had to say it, dude. And he called out the owners even. Thank God. Thank God he called out the owners. He called out the players, the manager, and the owners, most importantly. You have to hear the harsh truths, Troy. You know why? We give the United pundits a lot of abuse when they sugarcoat things and they lie and we feel like they're not being honest. But there are some of them that will happily tell you what you need to hear now because everyone seems even the pundits are fed up, dude. They don't even play anymore. And they are fed up. It's not a penalty. Yep, it's not. What do you think of UCL favorites? This I'll still go PSG, man. I'll still go PSG. I think Barcelona is. I don't know, man. Madrid's not giving me any confidence right now. I have to admit. I really don't like the way they are playing with their food right now. It's kind of annoying to me. Third goal. Just when I said that, third goal. Arda Güler. I know people are going to dance around now saying they smashed them 3-0, but let's all remember the first half, people. That's all I'm going to say. And remember their first goal was a penalty. Okay. Okay. They need to seriously super switch on for La Liga. That's all I'll say. 3-0. GTA 6 is a myth, just like my airline. Southgate would get a stop sign. He would. I wish I didn't have to say that sentence, but it's true. He would. 3-0. Nathan being a Madrid fan may happy. Nathan being a Madrid fan happy from the inside. I mean, listen, yeah, we are sitting here, we are spending 2 hours of our day. I mean, I could have done something else. I wanted to hang out with you guys and at least watch some good football for once. In the first half, frankly, Gaurav was not good football. They were fooling around with Kairat. I know the scoreline will say otherwise, but if we saw the whole game, we know what the truth is. The first half was incredibly frustrating and definitely expected better, especially after the Madrid derby loss. You'd expect them to come out really all guns blazing, 7-0, 5-0, that kind of thing. First half didn't look like it. Bengali, let's go. Rodrigo he's looking good right now. He's playing, looking sharp for now. People talk about XG, they won't tell you that we're second in XG conceded as well. Yeah, but then they can always use that excuse of if we score more goals than we concede, we'll still win games, Maths, dude. You know? Don't forget the maths argument, Siddhant. You know? If we can score three a game and we concede two a game, we still win by one, But we're not winning. So you have to rely on only the XG part, scored XG, I should say. I agree, brother. One half was dog shit, but I think in the end result what matters the more. I don't think Madrid will be a popular shot for this year. Oh no, definitely the win matters most. That's why I was expecting a big win, and then we saw the first half. The win definitely matters more. At the end of the day, you win 1-0 or you win 5-0, you only get 3 points, especially in the league format. And now there's no aggregates and home goals, and also it doesn't really matter at all anymore. But yeah, just in terms of looking as favorites for the tournament, they just don't look like it at the moment. I would say Barcelona, PSG. I don't know, man. Harry Kane looks like he's on one this season here. I don't know. Is Bayern going to do it, man? Can you imagine Harry Kane with a Champions League medal? Woo! Oh boy, that guy got completely taken out by Chouameni. Ooh, ooh, he doesn't look good, bro. Doesn't what is Chouameni doing that for, dude? Seriously, they're 3-0 up. What is the point of that? What is the point of that? Seriously, how stupid that is by Chouameni. For what? You could have hurt the guy, man. You could have actually hurt that guy. You could have hurt some of your players. He went flying in, dude. So that was so unnecessary. Rodrigo Yildiz in left wing for a new manager would be incredible. Would take Semenyo as well, bro. He signed a new contract. We'd have to play 70 million for him. And if Bournemouth, I don't know, somehow makes it to Champions League football, you can forget about it, dude. They aren't spending that money for Antoine Semenyo. Bro, but Bayern defense is not that solid. But whose defense is really that solid right now, dude? Liverpool's defense is not good. Real Madrid's defense is not good. I haven't seen Barcelona play yet. We'll see that tomorrow midnight. Tomorrow midnight, we're doing the Barcelona game as the next one. I guess we'll see Barcelona if their defense is solid. I mean, the people's defense that comes to mind when I say solid defense is only Arsenal. But can they win the big one? This is the question. And they go all the way. Right now as a whole, I feel like Arsenal's defense is the only solid defense. I'm sure I might be forgetting somebody, but when I think of defense right now, I feel like Arsenal's the most solid. You'll kind of have to rely on attackers. Most of these teams, most of these people's defenses aren't good, or they are compromised due to injury. I shouldn't say they're not good. Some of them have injury issues. That's why the defense is not good. I don't know. Galloway for Liverpool's giving me those two Ziyech free kicks vibes. It's about time someone else understands how going to Galatasaray is not easy, dude. We got trolled on because Onana is a fool. Let someone else do it and let's see how it works out for them. How about that? I'll tell you right now, dude. If Galatasaray beats Liverpool, I want to see everyone that bantered us because of Onana. No, I want to see where those people go hiding after this is done. Please, not even a joke. Don't talk about Bayern winning UCL because we don't have bench for that. But bro, might not need a bench. You remember that? You remember in one of the years, rhythm Pep went very deep into all the tournaments, having like the fewest players used in the whole season. It's not that alien, dude. It's not that alien. It's very possible. You obviously have to rely on a lot of people being fit, but it's definitely possible. I wouldn't say it's not. Bayern look like they're flying right now as well, so why not? Bellingham's coming in, Kamavinga's coming in, Chouameni after destroying that poor kid is finally being taken off. Gonzalo Garcia is coming on. How do you like my pronunciation, guys? Gonzalo Garcia practicing. Why, bro? Don't make me remember that dog shit goalkeeper. Mbappe is coming off. Gulay Chouameni. Now imagine if Gonzalo Garcia comes on and scores 2 goals. Then we'll really be cooking, dude. You'll be like, you I had 15 minutes to do what you took 75 minutes to do, dude. Look at me now. Watch me cook. Company, company. He's not experienced manager like Pep Guardiola. Yeah, but what? But at the end of the day, I am talking about this, na number of players which used. Yeah, he chose. Bro, Pep Guardiola won a league title with Fabian Delph, dude. Come on. I mean, Fabian Delph was the only subpar player in the team, but you get my point. Amram interviews released now 4 hours ago. It was Brentford match. Spot on Amram. Please watch free time after stream. After this, watch Goldbridge United stand stream. Okay. Wait, you're telling me to watch the United stand stream about Ruben Amram, or watch the night stream of Goldbridge? Okay, let's see. Oh wait, he's given an interview before the Brentford match. Oh, for God's sakes, man, don't say anything, yeah, Ruben, please. There's enough bad news going around as it is, man. Stop doing interviews. Say you're sick or something. Send the players to do them. Believe me, Liverpool are not looking good. They have been saved by individual brilliance in every game. They don't play fluid football. Isaac and Wirtz have no connection between them. Arsenal to win. You're saying Arsenal is going to win the Champions League? Oof. Bro, we'll have to run. पान खा के बोल रहे हो Gonzalo Garcia. Gonzalo Garcia. You have to practice, dude. पान लगा के. Oh, cutback merchants! Goal! That didn't take long. Finally, people are playing football now. It looks like they've gotten a little bit more serious, huh? Stop bloody playing around, dude. Stop playing around. Rodrigo's come and cook them, dude, on his own. Feel like Rodrigo's played way better than Vinicius and Mbappe. Trigger people in the chat now. No, but seriously, he came on, he's looked really good. He's like, bro, these people are fooling around, man. I'm going to come here and I'm going to score now some goals. I've had enough of this. People fooling around. Nice. Today it could be his Abraham's last interview. Then he will come to watch Galatasaray match. He lives in the same city. Fabian Delph was a leader in that team after company. Come on, dude. Come on. Come on, yaar. Fabian Delph, dude. Come on. Arsenal to win the PL. Oh, the PL. Would it be? It would be better for United as well. It wouldn't be better for me though, unfortunately. Growing up, when I grew up, dude, we couldn't stand Arsenal, man. Fortunately, it's a lose-lose for me, sadly. I think Liverpool will win by scoring 3 goals tonight. You think so? Yeah, one guy left the chat because of my lame joke. Sorry for who left the chat? He was spot on in the interview saying he don't know what will happen next week. Some players take in name experience. Okay. God help me. Ooh. Okay, that was a terrible clearance, but good enough. Here we go. Oh, that didn't look good. Fair tackle though. Fair tackle. I think Sunderland loss will be the last bullet for Amram. Bro, he's almost a member of the zombie apocalypse, dude. He's been taking bullet holes. He's been absorbing bullet holes like I don't know. He's like 50 Cent before he became a rapper, dude. I don't know. He's been taking so many shots. No, it's a miracle he made it to the interview. Me too, Nathan. I started watching Premier League since 2003, 2004. Okay. So, do you think it's better that Arsenal win the league? Then I'll ask you, Rhythm. Do you think it's better? Nah, man, I can't stand Liverpool fans the way they will cook me if they win that. Bro, if you think Arsenal is not going to cook every fan base, the Liverpool can only chat to us, dude. Only us. Arsenal, even though they have only won 3 in 20 years, no, they will act like they have won 30, dude. The way we are going to get cooked if Arsenal win, no. Believe me. Believe me, you have no idea, dude. You have no idea how badly we are going to get cooked if Arsenal win, dude. Trust me. You have no idea, dude. And this social media generation, no, we are going to get generational cookings, dude. Even though they don't have anywhere near the number of titles like Liverpool, Chelsea, United, or City, the way we are all going to get cooked for about 3 months, no, you'll really regret saying that. Off topic, but Elon Musk is corny. Yeah, he's isn't he on the spectrum or something? He has something, right? I forgot what he said it on Rogan. He has something. He has Asperger's or something. I don't know. He's a little loopy, dude. Good for him. Look at all the nice things we get. Thoughts on today's Raw? Didn't see it, Aditya. Remember? X in OP7, bro. Ruben Amram sack हो गया. साका वो साइन कर देगा क्या यो तो ब्रो रीसाइन कर देगा bro we'll all abuse bro the Glazers out Ineos out movement is going to be the strongest you'll ever see dude if they re-sign him based on these performances. He has a contract till 2027. People say the managers don't go into their last year of the contract. Well, they better make an exception, dude, because this guy is taking so many L's. No, re-signing him based on performances will be a slap to the United fan base, dude. Forget Ineos, forget Ruben Amorim, forget the players. It'll be like you think we are really ignorant fans. If you re-sign him on what merit? His contract lasts till 2027, dude. He can stay here till 2027 or he can take a job elsewhere if he makes it that far. We would be absolute fools to re-sign him, dude. Absolute fools. Believe me, that will be worse. That will be worse than re-signing Luke Shaw and Diego Dallo. You know why? Because at least we can choose not to play Luke Shaw and Diego Dallo if they're shit. We cannot change our manager who loses 75% of his games, dude. The only way to lose him is to sack him. So re-signing him would be criminal for us, Exxon. Absolute criminal. Arsenal key, but I respect Arsene Wenger a lot, but don't want them to win it. Exactly. The exact same sentence. I except the MKC part. I don't really wouldn't go that far personally. I would like to call them other names, less colorful than that surely. But yes, I agree with all those statements. Bro, I am telling you, the way we are going to get cooked, Siddhant, if Arsenal win. Believe me, even though that will be their first title in almost 25 years, the way we are going to get cooked, bro. You'd act like they did a 5-peat on us, I'm telling you. I'll break my monitor if Bruno will take another penalty. Give my man mbeumo and Cunha some chance or sesko. You know what's the problem with that, Gaurav, right? I believe I've addressed that already. I don't know if it was with you or with someone else. And no one actually responded to that conveniently, I would say. I don't think it was you actually, but someone did mention it. And I'll say this. No one talks about it, Gaurav. Nobody talks about it, right? But I will ask you a great question. I won't give you my answer yet, but just quickly reply. You know how we say we deserve to lose to Grimsby, we didn't play well, right? We missed two penalties in the penalty shootout. Who missed those penalties? I'll wait for you to type. Who missed those penalties? See, whatever happens in 90 minutes happens. When it came down to the penalty shootout, that's how we get through to the next round. By the way, Grimsby is still in the competition, by the way, if anyone didn't know that. They beat Sheffield Wednesday in the next round clean as well, without penalties, I might add. Um please tell me who missed the penalties at Grimsby Town. If you don't know, I'll tell you, but guess. Nobody would care if City win, can't lie. I mean, yeah, most people wouldn't. That's true. Really good. I just want him to be like this. Bro, are you Amram out or in? I think Amram sacking himself X and it doesn't really matter anymore. Maybe at the beginning of the season it meant something. I think he's just sacking himself. I mean, resign. Oh, he's not gonna. Why would he resign, dude? Why would he resign? Why would he resign? If he wanted to resign, he would have. He wanted to resign 4 times allegedly, and he still didn't resign. Right? He wanted to quit in January. Then he did the change the thing a few weeks ago. Then apparently at the end of the season he wanted to go. If he wanted to go, he would have gone by now. He doesn't, bro. It's all just putting pressure on the owners to see what they do really. I think penalties for United should be banned because they show this manager's face who posed like a model during penalties. Man, he has more eyes raised than the penalty taker himself. Are you talking about the cooking of Arsenal wins EPL or any trophy? No, 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 dude. They will celebrate any trophy, which is a good point, Aditya. But if they win the Premier League, oh my god, oh my god, God help us all. Sorry for the language. Then Arsenal ki gunners ka goodness. No, you don't have to be sorry for the language, dude. I just won't use it. You can say one was mbeumo, the other one was cunha. Gaurav. And you know who scored two penalties in the penalty shootout? See, I'll be clear one more time. I'm not going to abuse them. They're new players to United. The pressure obviously got to them. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's the truth. But we could have still gotten through on penalties, and they are the ones who missed. Bruno scored two penalties in the penalty shootout. I think he scored a penalty in the game, even. I don't remember who scored the goals. So correct me if I'm wrong. But he scored two penalties in the penalty shootout in sudden death. So when people tell you he missed two penalties in 6 games, I can counter that and tell you he scored two goals in one game. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the point. The point is they have both taken one penalty and they both missed it. Do you know how many penalties Bruno took before he missed his first penalty for Manchester United? You have any idea how many penalties he took before he finally missed? These people missed their first one. Listen, man, if you want to, it was Mbeumo and Maguire scored. Thank you. I knew Mbeumo scored one. I forgot who scored the second one. So it took their first penalty to miss penalties against Grimsby Town. Okay, they weren't playing Donnarumma in goal. So when people go change the penalty taker, I will just put it this way: change the penalty taker, no problem, no problem. But the even after Bruno missing 2 in 6 games, his ratio is way better than everybody else's ratio in the team. Ratio. Not last 5 penalties like the stat merchants like to do. Ratio. So you could do that. When he misses, what do you do then? Or whoever misses next. What a goal. What a goal. I called it, baby. Gonzalo Garcia. Oh no, that's not Gonzalo. Sorry, Brahim Diaz. When did he come on the pitch? I'm not even watching the game anymore. 5-0. Okay, now people will say they smashed Kairat. Fair enough. Man, Brahim Diaz is so small, dude. He's so small. Dean Huyson looks like he can use Dean Huyson as a ladder. Yo, that guy's tiny. Let's see that again. Nice flick back. Nice layoff. Garcia with the assist. Sorry, that's right. Nice little touch. Kept it simple. Nice little layoff. Matheus Cunha, that's what you had to do for Bruno the other day. Asensio, who's 21 years, Garcia, who's 20 years old, knows how to do that move. Cunha decides to take a shot and get a corner. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Full time, I believe, as well. That's great finish there. No, man, but serious, Bruno missing pens is it is criminal, Troy. I'm not defending Bruno, Troy. I am just saying the people we are also suggesting literally missed a penalty 2 weeks ago. Change the penalty taker. I'm not arguing that. You want to change the penalty taker, change them. There's no problem. I'm just saying keep that in mind. That's all. So this team needs only one change. 4-3-3 formation. This team is ready. Just imagine a attack trip in that formation. Attacking trio in that formation. I need Ineos, Sack, Rubin, appoint Iraola or Glasner. I think Glasner is also going to play a back five, unfortunately, dude. Or it could be 3-4-3. You could still get your front three, but it might be a little different. Make Harry Maguire penalty for bro. Harry Maguire's penalty. Let's go. That was actually my suggestion, Exxon. I literally said, you know what? If you all are going to talk about penalty takers, I brought up this point, which now Gaurav remembered who missed the penalties, and he was like, yeah, and he had a laugh. I would say pick Harry Maguire. He's brilliant. I'm good, Bajaj. Just wanted to say F off Amarim. We slowly destroy your club even more than it's been for the last 13-14. It's hard to argue with that if you at least go by numbers. Maybe for other reasons you can argue it, but performance-wise you can't deny. It's Yamin. If Cunha could have scored, we would have gone through. Yeah, I mean, see, I don't want to say it, man. I feel bad. First couple of games for the club ever, for sure they crumbled under pressure. You can't even deny that. But at the end of the day, We should have beaten Grimsby even on penalties, and we didn't. Whoever missed, they missed. It is what it is. We could have still gone through. Everyone goes, "Oh, we lost to Grimsby. We lost to Grimsby." Yeah, we did lose to Grimsby. We lost to Grimsby on penalties. And if we had the right penalty takers, we'd probably go through. Or if they didn't miss, still lost because of Onana. Oh, well, that though. Anyway, we lost because of Onana. We've lost plenty of games because of Onana. There's no point blaming Onana anymore. He's done with. He's done with. He got one assist in the first game, and then he got one assist on in the second game for his own goal. It's brilliant. Brahim, yes, Brahim. Seen ever since the past few months, this place has become the most secret place for Manchester United conversation where we can all talk like adults without any kind of meltdown. Can't lie, rhythm. I'm starting to feel meltdowny, if that's a word. Sound like Baman Irani from Three Idiots when you say Gonzalo Garcia. I'm gonna do that a lot now just for fun. I believe Ruben wouldn't be hated this lot had he not been this adamant, even if he failed to produce it. Of course he wouldn't, dude, because then we can at least go, hey, we are playing 4-3-3, but these players suck. He's not even doing that, Troy. What is the point? You can blame the players as much as you want, but deep down in our heart, we all know that these players are not suited for the system and he keeps playing it. So he's putting us at a handicap before the ball is kicked. So you can blame the players as much as you want, but who picks the players? At the end of the day, who is picking the players? When everybody's fit and you still play Bruno and Ugarte in the midfield, who are you going to blame? It's one thing if people are injured, then you have to take it on the chin. You have to be like, okay, man, we don't have the players. We have to play these. He is benching Yoro for Maguire and Shaw. Even if one of them sat on the bench and Yoro played, we'd be like, okay, fine. Mazraoui was injured. He wasn't playing right centre back or right wing back. Yoro still doesn't get a game. Whose fault is that? You can't blame Ineos for that. You can't. I'm sorry. You don't have to like Ineos. You don't have to like Glazer. You cannot blame him for that though. You can't. You can't blame them for that. And nowadays it takes one wish to boost the team morale and fans. One loss will make over everything is over. I think as the years go on, fans will lose their patience. But how can you blame them, Gaurav? For some of us, our patience has been 13 years long. No offense, I'm sure there's a couple of you guys that are really young, and that's great. That's fantastic. But there's some of us that have waited 13 years for this, and we're actually getting worse. When Ole was here and he lost a bunch of games, okay? When Ole was here and he lost a bunch of games, people were like, sack him. Bro was eighth when he got sacked. He finished second and third. And when he said, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you a fun thing. Okay, now check this out, Gaurav. When Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on interview on press conference said the real definition of progress is the league table. We all laughed at him. He's only saying that because he's not won anything, right? You fast forward 2 years later, Eric Ten Hag finishes what is it? Fourth and eighth, fifth and eighth, whatever. Fifth and just say fifth and eighth. Who cares? Fifth and eighth for points, just to make the point. He won trophies in each of his 2 years. But then we said, but these are not the trophies we want. These are not the trophies we want. Now we got a guy who finished 15th. And now people are saying we should get somebody who's at least challenging for the top of the table. We had him. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was challenging for the top of the table with far less better players than this. But the thing is, we got greedy. Second, third, Europa League final. Man, these people could do something. Let's get in a new manager. We can push forward from here. We have gone backwards ever since, Troy. Ever since. First, it was he can't win the league. The second was this man has to challenge the league. We have won the cups. We don't want the cups. We want the leagues. We want the Champions League. And then we got 15th. We have steadily declined. And now we are saying, man, with this team, Ruben Amorim should at least challenge for top four. We had a guy, but we were not happy with that guy. We were not happy with our own club legend. We were not happy with him. It's a fact. We sacked him. We got another guy, Ajax, this, that, all the buzzwords people like to hear when we have hope. What happened? Fifth and eighth, a cup in each season. Nah, man, we are better than this. We are better than cup and FA Cup, Carabao Cup and FA Cup. Come on, man, we are Manchester United. Then we got Amarim. Did you see what he did against City? 4-0. Yeah, boy, we're cooking. Get ready for him to school Pep when he comes to the league. What happened? Tell me what happened. Who schooled who? What happened? What happened in the game? What happened in all the games? I missed it. What happened? We won one of the last four or something? What happened? 15th place. We are cooking. You know, the thing is, no, you have Gaurav, I'll tell you one thing. And feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I would only ask you one thing. All you guys who's listening. Look at what has happened chronologically. Whatever football decisions have been made, look at it from a chronological point of view. As in, look at what happened first and now look what happens. Hindsight is a wonderful thing, no, but remember the hindsight. Because if we keep making the same mistake, no, the hindsight is pointless. We want Ruben Amorim to do what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was doing. Now, that's what we want. We had someone who was already doing it, scoring more goals, improving our defenses, not losing at home so much. We already had one of those guys. What did we do? Sack him. Look at football chronologically. Forget tactics, forget feelings. Look at what has happened in the time it's happened. We went from, oh, this guy can't win the league. That's why he's saying the place in the league table matters. Fast forward to 2 years, we are finishing fifth, eighth. We should be finishing second, third. We should be challenging for the league. These cups are not good. We should be doing Champions Leagues and league titles. Sack him. And now what we got? 15th. Now him to do what Solskjaer was already doing 5 years later. Waste all our time, basically. Simple as that. Bro, tell me one DM player for Manchester United for January summer window. Mine is Lamine Kamara or Stiller. Your opinion? I'll take Stiller. But apparently he's slow. We can't afford any slow players. Exen. I would just wish we went for Edison, to be honest with you. That's the player we were interested in. We should have just got Edison. But Atlanta is really tough to work with, to be honest. Say that name again. Gonzalo Garcia. Also, that's a fair point about pen. No, man, listen, I don't want to bring it up, dude, because everybody was Bruno bashing. Everyone was upset he missed the penalty, rightfully so. No complaints. But if you just look back a couple of weeks ago, it doesn't look good, does it? Last time United the PL, I was 5. Don't really know how to answer that one, buddy. Bro, I'm going in order, Excel. I'll never forget this. MF board didn't give Ole Haaland. He asked him for, bro, Haaland was first of all going to get sold by Ole. Ole was giving us Haaland first before we didn't give Ole Haaland. Ole was giving us Haaland from Mulder first. Nathan be like, आप chronology समझे if you know, you know. Nathan, Benfica, Chelsea, Liverpool, Galatasaray prediction. 2-1 Chelsea. 1-0 Galatasaray. I think Galatasaray is really tough here. Is the Baliba plan still on for January? What do you think? I don't think so, Troy. He's also, would you want to spend 100 million on Baliba? Ever since he's been linked to us, he's had horrible game after horrible game after horrible game. He's not actually going to be worth 100 million in January. So if they go, okay, now you pay 100 million for Baliba, I'll be like, no, thanks. We can get 2 good players for 100 million. I mean, have you seen his game? He's been horrible ever since he's been linked to us. And even Herzler said, I think the talks have gotten to him. It clearly has, bro. Bro, if the talk is getting to him, Troy, imagine when he has to play for our team and the pressure. I'm worried. very worried. I'm very very worried about that. क्राउन जूल का टाइमिंग सूट होगा एटलीस्ट इंडिया में तो दैट इज ट्रू यू कुड डू अ वॉच अलोंग फॉर दैट दैट विल बी फन anyway guys I am off enjoy the rest of your night Chelsea Benfica I assume most of you are going to watch take care good night I will see you tomorrow midnight around this time actually in less than 24 hours for PSG Barcelona take care guys good night thank you as always for joining in and I'll see you in the next one